All right. Our next speaker is another seasoned volunteer that will look like a familiar face to many. Becky Barnes is back for Story Slam again, and we're excited to have her. So, Becky?
Hey, everybody. It's so good to be back and see everybody's faces. And, it's good to be here. So I'm just here to share my story. My name is Becky Barnes. I'm from Richmond, Kentucky, originally from a small town called Pikeville, Kentucky. And this is my story. Have you ever felt like your voice wasn't heard by your doctors? Have you been misdiagnosed, dismissed, or left waiting too long for proper treatment? If you have, you're not alone. According to a report that I found by the Agency for Healthcare Research and Quality, a division of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, an estimated 7.4 million misdiagnosis errors occur annually in the U.S. healthcare system. These errors lead to approximately 2.6 million cases of preventable harm and about 370,000 cases of permanent disability or death. This staggering reality highlights a systemic issue within our healthcare system, and today I'm here to share my personal journey navigating the obstacles of misdiagnosis, medical dismissal, and financial strain. And I'm a little nervous, so I'm sorry. My story isn't just mine, it's all of ours. We all deserve to be heard, to be seen, and healed. And my story took a turn when I was 15 with a mysterious lower abdominal pain that became a constant companion. Doctors dismissed it as a common part of me being a girl growing up. Sadly, this pain persisted, disrupting my life, schooling, and social activities. Treatment plans that were offered were limited, and those were ibuprofen and a heating pad, leaving me to cope with this pain. Years later, and fast forward, my aspirations to become an oncology nurse led me to nursing school, inspired by the care that my sister received during her cancer battle with Hodgkin's lymphoma. However, in 2009, the abdominal pain was not my only health concern as new symptoms emerged. I had heart palpitations, tremors, weight loss, and insomnia, and this was all during my clinical rounds in nursing school. So without insurance myself, I ended up in the emergency room. Symptoms were dismissed as anxiety as my condition deteriorated. And despite pleading for thyroid testing based on my family history and discussions with my clinical nursing instructors, the doctors continued to dismiss me. And then moving forward to January the 28th in 2010, everything changed. I was hospitalized for none other than a thyroid crisis. The doctors diagnosed me with Graves' disease. My life hung in balance for 6 days as they tried all sorts of medications to get my heart to calm down, with a resting heart rate of 187. No wonder I was so tired. That's when I realized the power of my patient voice in advocating for my own health. But my challenges were far from over. My dream of completing nursing school was shattered. I took off a few years from college to heal and instead became a licensed oncology massage therapist. Yet, lingering effects from this thyroid crisis limited my ability to work full-time. I then returned to college in 2016, but my health further declined, driving me to seek help from a naturopathic doctor after my concerns were dismissed by my primary care physician. Critical blood work revealed severe iron deficiency anemia that had been overlooked for over a decade. So as a nursing student, I thought I'm supposed to trust my doctor. So I didn't look at my labs. I didn't see these things that if I would have looked, I would have been able to tell. And I also went through a stem cell transplant for my sister in which I had the records and looked back, and I was even anemic at that time. So additionally, the source of my lifelong pain was finally identified as endometriosis, a condition affecting up to 10% of women, yet it took over 30 years to uncover this diagnosis due to disbelief in my own pain. Years of treatments, iron infusions, a bone marrow biopsy, Surgeries ensued, including a hysterectomy and 2 other endometriosis excision surgeries, with doctors consistently dismissing my symptoms as mere anxiety and placing it at the head of my chart. So whenever I would go to a new doctor in the MyChart system, they would read anxiety. It's all in your head. Over several years, I did not receive proper treatment, leading to the development of additional autoimmune diseases, medical PTSD, and consequently, I became unable to work and experienced severe financial distress. My disability benefits were denied, leaving me struggling to meet basic living expenses. In addition to my health issues, I had to use up all of my savings and then use my credit cards to pay for utilities and food and other basic living expenses. This significantly impacted my credit score, making it extremely difficult to secure any housing, a vehicle, and even in some circumstances, difficult to find work because they check your credit score. My academic performance also suffered. During my college career, as I tried to balance school and severe health problems, also a single mom to 4 children, in all activities, including orchestra, marching band, choir. So during this college career, when I tried to balance all this, yes, my grades dropped, my GPA dropped. It was too low for me to be accepted into the college program that I applied for this fall. The dismissal and medical gaslighting has affected every part of my life. Research indicates that medical gaslighting and gender bias in healthcare are widespread problems that impact numerous individuals. According to one study, 72% of women reported experiencing medical gaslighting, and studies also reveal that women often face longer diagnostic delays for cancer and heart disease than men, possibly due to initial misinterpretation or dismissal of their symptoms. Women are additionally less likely than men to receive pain medication when experiencing pain. My healthcare journey has been marked by misdiagnosis, inadequate treatment, unnecessary procedures, which has had a profound impact on my life. But despite these challenges, I choose to not remain silent. I use my patient voice to advocate for myself within a healthcare system that has let me down. But it's funny because I actually came to NPAF because I was advocating after my sister passed away, and now I'm advocating for myself. These experiences have shaped my path. I have firsthand knowledge of the frustration that comes with being dismissed by healthcare providers who do not take their patients' concerns seriously. That's why I'm pursuing a degree in social work and proving that I'm highly capable of becoming a patient advocate as a social worker, now having a current 4.0 GPA. Driven by my past, I hope to become a patient advocate and empower others to find their patient voice, because everyone deserves to be heard and receive the care that they need and deserve. But this is not just my story. It's a shared struggle for many who've experienced healthcare injustices. And I just want to thank you all for allowing me to be a part of this collective journey, because together our voices have the power to bring about change in healthcare, the patient voice.
I want to add one word or maybe two. This is misogyny. And this is classism. It's enraging. Thank you.
Thank you, Becky. And you're right. When I first met you, at the very first Story Slam that I participated in, it was your story was about your sister. So hearing sort of the journey that you've taken as an advocate and how it's evolved is it's very telling. So thank you for sharing.